All right, guys. Let's do our little weekly recap.
Last week, we spent a decent amount of time looking for Creedmoor. Birdie was hot on the trail of apple strikes, leading down the walkway, which eventually brought us past a bar, Clifford's Bar, and all the way down to Cafe Canetto.
Canetto. Yep.
Where we found Creedmoor inside speaking with Fred Levine. We chatted with Creedmoor a little bit. Tate sent Fred home away because he probably didn't need to be there and ended up following him, having a brief little conversation with them while Birdie was talking to Creedmoor inside.
Yeah, we chatted about a number of things. The gist of it was we're entering a loose alliance with Creedmoor.
Quid pro quo.
Yep, quid pro quo. This for that, a la Latin. And we made a plan to meet up with Creedmoor the following day for dinner. And we were going to meet up, I believe, at Walton and Sons Libations.
Yep.
He did give us a lead. We know that Edgar Shelnick was the witness to the fire at the Levine house, and that dude's a drunk. But Creedmoor did let us know that the host at the Walton and Sons Libations, one Reginald, actually knows Edgar. So that's the lead we have. But Birdie knows this. Tate is about to learn it. And if memory serves, we're just outside Cafe Canetto.
Yep. Okay. So you guys are outside the cafe. It is now the afternoon. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
All right, Tate.
Let's walk and talk back to
Back to the hotel?
Yeah.
Perfect. So, yeah, we're going to start walking. So, yeah, got a bit more of a chatting with Creedmoor.
Learn anything good?
Yes, sir. We got a line on someone who knows Edgar Shelnick, the drunk who witnessed the Levine house fire.
Okay.
Right? We've met him before. We just didn't know his name. Reginald is the host at the Walton and Sons Libations.
Oh, the sly individual there.
Correct. Yeah, the one who marked us as coppers right off the bat.
Now, was that the gentleman at the door or the gentleman behind the bar?
Gentleman at the door. Yep, the host, not the bartender. Birdie would 100% remember the name of the bartender.
Horace.
Thank you. So yeah, I figure we ain't got to run, but might as well swing by and see if good old Reginald's working today.
I'll take your lead on it, Birdie.
All right. Well, that's where Birdie and Tate are heading. They're heading to the Walton and Sons Libations. And you said it's afternoon?
Yep.
You know, it might be. How about we wait till dinner time, go there so we can get ourselves escorted to a seat, maybe at the bar, or maybe at a table, and then we can have a chat with them.
You talking beating Creedmoor there?
Creedmoor ain't going there. Well, we're meeting him there tomorrow for dinner.
Tomorrow, that's right. Okay.
Yep. But I think tonight, hey, they haven't treated us wrong yet, right? Good drinks, good burgers.
Gonna have to eat.
I think we're gonna have to eat.
What you say we keep an eye on Creedmoor for a little bit, though?
Oh, you wanna shadow him a bit, huh?
Little shadow, little stakeout kind of operation.
I'm not gonna say no, but I feel like we are at a point where we're trying to establish a bit more trust.
I get that, but how much do you think he knows that he's not going to tell us?
I mean, how much do we know that we're not telling him?
That's my point exactly, Birdie.
Well, tell you what. Feel like you're a little bit better at that old skullduggery. All right, why don't you go ahead and do what you do? I'm gonna go find me a shop and get a fishing rod.
Didn't I give you one of those earlier today?
Hey, you gave me a child's rod. Looking for a man's rod.
Tate gives a little
Yeah,
breath over the nose.
Either way.
Let's head to the hotel. Gotta change in, be a little less conspicuous.
Okay.
Then we'll go wherever from there. But I think checking out the bush light might not be a terrible idea.
Well, you could definitely, all right. So you're going to go swing by the bush light?
Why not?
Fair enough.
You see traffic start to pick up, moving toward the, let's see, where you guys standing? Towards your right. Moving, so if you're standing on the street that has the Canetto, the
We
next...
would have been walking towards the apartment or hotel.
Okay, that's in the opposite direction I was thinking then. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. But you do see more people out this time of day. There's businessmen, workers walking around, looking at stuff, buying stuff. See the occasional family. Horses walk past. The two agents start to move toward the red tent inn. Get to an intersection right by the cafe. Take a right. As they're walking, they notice a number of people are moving. A slightly larger number of people are moving toward the bar that they walk past. When they get to the bar, further down the street, they see a short line inside the bar. Not people drinking, people standing in line. Toward the very back of the bar, there is a table with a candle and a man with papers. People are going up to him and walking out. That's what they can see from where they are.
See you back at the hotel. I'm gonna check this out real quick.
I don't see why not.
All right.
Catching one of the people walking by. What's so special going in on there?
Oh, just getting my numbers.
Numbers.
Yeah. Why?
Numbers for what?
Well, what? Why are you asking?
In case I want to get in on it.
Well, you ain't the law, are you?
God, no.
Roll a deception check.
So gambling's illegal right now? Okay.
Tell me what stat you want to roll, and then role play based on the outcome. So if you have a good smooth talk, if you have a good persuade, smooth talk, fast talk, intimidate, what's your best of those?
Persuades a 38. It's failed with a 64 over 38.
Okay, try to persuade the guy you're not the law and fail.
You know, I think if I were the law, I would just go up and in there and ask what's going on. Why would the law be stopping a passerby like you?
Well, isn't that exactly what the law would do? I mean,
No, I think they'd go inside, but as large as this town is, you think you don't know everybody here that's lawman?
I don't know everybody here. He looks at you with like a squinty eye. It's just my receipt. That's all. Have a good day.
You too.
Yeah, Birdie's gonna walk into the bar.
Okay, I imagine Birdie walks into the bar while Clay outside grabs a random person because the line is moving quick. You know, it's not building that quick. Somebody walks up, does an exchange of some kind, and walks out. And there's not like a long wait, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Birdie's going to go to the bar first.
There's only a couple people at the bar. The people that you see in line are mostly lower income looking folks. Some of them do look wealthier, but the vast majority are lower income. Sitting at the bar, though, are some guys that are very well dressed. Sitting at the table is a guy that's very well dressed. And at the very back of the bar, tucked away in a corner, is a large metal door with a guy standing next to it. The bar itself is pretty plain, nothing to write home about. It's got a little bit of decor on the walls, wooden tables, wooden chairs, and a good mixture of things sitting underneath the mirror of the bar. Fella comes up to you. Can I get you?
Take a whiskey. Neat.
Any kind?
Well, let's see here. I'm sure you got some bourbon back there, right?
Yeah.
You got Knob Creek?
He looks over. Yeah.
Well, that'll do.
Fella goes over, grabs the bottle, pours it in the glass, brings it up to you.
What's the damage?
That'll be a nickel.
All right. I'll tell you what. Birdie's going to put 15 cents down. That's for my next one.
Thanks.
Birdie's going to roll a cigarette and enjoy his whiskey.
There's a fella sitting toward the end of the bar. There's two guys sitting at the bar. The one closer to you, you hear a match strike. Maybe Birdie looks over. And as the guy is lighting his cigarette, he's wearing a hat. The glow of the match and the cigarette illuminates his face, and he is looking straight at you.
Birdie's going to do the universal, like, lifting a glass of whiskey and, cheers. Cheers.
He makes no response. You notice that he himself is not drinking anything.
But he's going to take his hat off and kind of run his hands through his hair, put his hat back on. It's just having a drink.
Okay.
Tate walking away towards the red tent inn will kind of kick the dirt a little bit and mumble to himself. This bastard didn't want to go in the bar earlier. And now I don't even get to stop there and have a damn drink.
Meanwhile,
Can I,
yeah,
being a Secret Service agent and things like lottery and money and stuff like that kind of being background-ish, roll an intelligence check to kind of defer what they're doing and what he meant by numbers?
roll it. Rolling. What?
79 under 85.
As Clay is walking back to the red tent, an idea pops in his head. Things click together. He realizes,
Must be running a damn lottery in there. Well, it's a good thing it's a good thing I'm with the commission now. One guy like me ain't gonna do shit about it here. All I'm gonna do is make enemies, so nothing I need to be a part of, but sure hope Birdie wins.
This is something that Charlie needs clarification on. Yeah. Birdie's history, cavalryman, ranger, marshal. How likely is it that he's aware of lotteries and illegal gambling and all that fun stuff, because it feels like it's just a little bit outside of his wheelhouse. You know what I mean?
I imagine it's something he would have heard, but maybe he doesn't know about. Because
Here's a good question.
yeah.
How relevant was illegal gambling and lotteries back then? Was it like happening all over the place?
It was so historical. We're going to zoom out of the characters real quick. Historically, illegal lotteries were one of the bigger ways that gangs made like consistent money out of towns.
So they were not an unknown subject.
No,
Just to people in general.
No, it was not unknown. Obviously there's like gun running and drugs to an extent. Or like sex trafficking was obviously still a thing. Racketeering, yeah.
So I guess knowing that, then the better question would be just for you to be like, what would Birdie know based off of that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'd probably know, oh, okay, cool. This is what they do, you know?
Yeah. People go in, they buy a ticket for,
a nickel.
Yeah, a nickel, a dime. They come in the next day. The person at the table checks the number. Did you win? Did you not? The person who does win gets, however many dollars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they win probably half the pot. Or,
Yeah, something like that. But they one guy wins something.
Absolutely.
You got a lot of poor people that hope they can win something with their dime.
Absolutely.
That's why I buy Powerball.
Yep. Then it's just state sanctioned gambling.
Right.
Because they get half of it.
Yep. So Birdie kind of puts 2 and 2 together and realizes that, oh, okay, they're just doing a lottery here. Well, I don't need to be here. So Birdie will finish his couple drinks and just, he's not going to try to join,
He's not going to throw a dime in the pool?
He's not going to throw a dime in the pool.
Damn.
Nope. That seems like a unnecessary risk,
If this was the game where money mattered, it would be a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, man, we're not here for this, but good to know they're here. Yeah. Birdie's not going to take this bait.
Okay. He's going to finish does he get his second?
Hell yeah. He paid for it. I imagine him sitting in there for a good 20 minutes at least.
Okay. A large number of people are in and out over that time. Around when he's taken the last sip of his drink, you hear somebody say, "Oh my God, really?" Maybe he looks over his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
You see the people in line are all like leaning over each other, so it like they all fan out a little bit, just leaning over one another, trying to get a look. Somebody just won. And a small envelope is handed to him, and they pocket it inside their vest and walk out. And the rest of the line looks at them. You see a few people walk out and follow.
No cheers. No, hey, way to go.
Nope.
Huh.
Take your money and run.
Yeah. You hear the guy at the table. "That's it for the day. You want to buy your last one? Come on up. You want to buy tomorrow's? Come up. But that's the winner."
Well, lucky fella right there. Yeah, Birdie's going to do the same gesture. He's going to kind of just like raise his glass and cheers to whoever the guy was that won and back at his drink.
Okay. What's he do when he's done?
Once he's done, he's going to die via samurai sword. For the listening audience, we have music in the background, which is nice. And it's more sound effecty. And suddenly there's just this loud, like, sword noise being drawn from a scabbard. And it's cool.
That's just Tate fucking around somewhere.
So we have two things. We have the town ambiance, and then you have the music, which this is the sword effect song for some reason. I'm skipping that one. Okay, and we're back to it.
So Birdie is going to get up and mosey his way down to the Red Tent Inn.
Meanwhile, what is Clay doing?
Probably.
Don't say probably. I want to know exactly what he's doing.
Well, you tell me, Game Master. Is he getting to the Red Tent at this time? Is he walking down the street? What is he doing?
He just got back.
Okay.
But it would have only taken him 15, 20 minutes to walk back to the Red Tent.
Yeah.
In that time, Birdie has now gotten up and left. So Clay has been back at the Red Tent for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, so when Clay got back to the Red Tent, he would have went up to the receptionist.
Hi.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Anything interesting? Anything I could go get my nose into today? Something fun or an event?
Well, I hear they're practicing with the hot air balloons.
Oh, really?
Just outside of town. Yeah.
Where's that at?
I don't know exactly. I don't think they necessarily want spectators yet, but I heard.
Appreciate the tip. And Tate will head up to his room. And really what he's going to do is just change. He's going to get more inconspicuous clothing, maybe some dirtier work boots of sorts.
Right. He's going to change out of the bright red.
The red coat.
Blue jeans, and just dressed like what he's seen your average Joe wear on the street.
Is that something he would have packed?
Oh, he has a full suitcase, man.
But he would have packed an outfit I'm going to look like a average worker.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
I mean, what are they wearing? Blue jeans, a button-up shirt, and boots?
Overalls.
We wouldn't have overalls. It would just be blue jeans.
Well, belts I'm sure some historical nerd is going to crucify us, but belts weren't really a thing yet.
With suspenders.
Yeah, it was all suspenders, and then belts became a thing and are objectively superior. Are you Googling when did belts become a thing?
No.
Bet you that's what he's doing. For the listening audience, Sadesky pulled out his phone in the same fashion that when you're talking to somebody and then they pull out their phone to Google something. He's being oddly quiet, which leads me to think that Google initially said that I was right and he was wrong, and now he's reading the article.
Looking for ammo?
Well, actually, in 1908, there was a guy who wrapped a shoelace around his waist.
Clothing attire from 1911.
That's what he's wearing?
Yeah, I mean, he'd have jeans, probably a sort of flannel shirt, and suspenders.
Okay.
And
okay.
Your average Joe's working clogs.
Why'd you let me spin that web? That web of lies. You made a liar out of me.
You need patience, young man.
I do, but I'm not a doctor, so I don't really
If you would
need
just stop and listen to me for a minute, you might learn a thing or two.
Damn.
1 minute?
In the wise words of Michael Cudney.
So he changes into his clothes, his new old clothes. Maybe he lounges around a little bit, takes a breath.
He wants to sit and try to work out a game plan for what to do next. But he's not really coming up with a whole lot.
And around then,
unless I can roll a check for a hint. Maybe for something that we missed.
Sure. I think that's an idea roll.
And I made it with a 73 under 85.
Dubois, plug your ears and don't sing. Clay sits on his bed, taking a deep breath after changing. He looks over at the pile of clothes and realizes he forgot something. That green stone. And he realizes, maybe I should take that to get looked at.
That goes in the pocket.
A little bit of warmth emanates. Birdie gets back to the Red Tent Inn.
And would probably meet Clay in the lobby.
And Clay is dressed differently. You want to describe him to
Clay's got jeans on and kind of a flannel shirt tucked in with suspenders.
So you got dressed just in time to go get changed again so we can be a little more formal at the Walton and Sons. Actually, what was the general dress of the folks that went to the Walton? Was there plenty of jeans and flannels?
It was almost the opposite of the other bar you went to. What was the other bar called? I think you wrote it down. I can pull it up if...
Clifford's,
yeah. Clifford's was mostly low-income people with a couple seemingly well-to-do folks, along with the employees, quote-unquote. Walton and Sons is almost the opposite, where it's mostly well-to-do people with the occasional working-class person. It's almost like a step and a half above an Applebee's.
Yep.
You know, where like nice dressed business-ish people will go to Applebee's, but, you know, step and a half above.
Tate doesn't look dirty. He still looks clean, but he looks just like more like your common folk than a lawman.
And we are going to a nicer than normal, I don't know, Granite City.
Oh, I ate there once. Sure.
Right, something like that. We're not going to Manny's or...
It's not a Chili's.
We're not going to Ruth's Chris.
Think about like an Olive Garden and a half.
Got it. Yep. All right. Was the goal to stick out in the crowd today, or?
Well, he wouldn't stick out.
Yeah.
He wouldn't stick out.
I look like everyone else.
He looks...
Mr. Lawman.
Well, it's like if you saw like a contractor walk into like a framer or a roofer walk into a Red Lobster, you wouldn't like... It's not like they would stick out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're the one that's still got the pinholes from your badge on your coat here.
Well, that ain't true because I never wear my badge on my coat. But hey, to each their own, man.
He wears it on his hat. He pins it right. No, kidding. Sorry.
Birdie doesn't typically wear it; he just has it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would assume like Birdie's clothes must look a lot like, you know, all the other well-to-do folks here. Maybe his cowboy hat is out of place.
Well, he's got new boots.
Yep.
From the last investigation, but they're like working man's boots. You know?
Right. Well, either way, you look comfortable.
I feel it.
All right. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel a hunger get on me here.
When you guys walk in, you're greeted by a familiar-looking fella, Reginald.
Oh.
Afternoon, Reginald.
Afternoon.
Hey.
Same spot?
Yeah, figure.
I'm feeling like a table tonight, though.
Oh, you want to do a table, huh?
I think so. You got something along the wall?
Yeah, right over here.
Perfect.
Now that the sun is starting to set, it's getting a little later in the day. There's candles lit at the tables, candles lit on the walls. Looks like this place doesn't yet have electricity. You do see gas burners on the walls, but those haven't been lit except for in a few areas. Sits you down at your table. It's a little square tucked up against the wall.
Thank you.
Let me know if you need anything.
Well, I'd take a whiskey neat if you got it. Knob Creek.
Yeah, I'm sure we have that. What about you?
Whatever you got on tap's fine.
He nods his head, runs over. You see him speak to Horace.
You gonna ask him or am I?
Oh, I got this.
Tate nods.
Figure we don't want to seem too eager. You know what I mean?
Well, you already pointed us out once, so.
That's fine.
He comes back over, sets the drinks down. Your server will be right with you.
All right. Thanks.
Yep. After a couple minutes, a server walks up. Hey, how's it going tonight, guys?
It's going just fine. Yourself?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Our special tonight is the egg clam chowder. It's pretty good. We also have some nice sirloins, came straight from the farms, butchered this morning.
Oh, put me down for one of them sirloins.
Sirloin, one sirloin. All right, anything for you?
I'll take one. Medium.
Medium? Oh, how do you want yours?
Medium rare, please.
Medium rare. Okay, very good. Side of anything? Fries okay?
You got a baked potato instead?
Baked potato? Yeah, we can do a baked potato.
Maybe a Caesar for me.
Caesar? Like the salad. Unfortunately, we don't have that sauce here. That dressing.
Tate gets up and leaves. Oh, just house salad.
All right, very good. Writes that all down, runs off.
Who the hell doesn't have Caesar?
I mean, bustling community it may be, but yeah, no worries. Birdie's intention with this dinner is to enjoy the dinner, take it easy, chit-chat about little things, He's not in a rush to go chase down Reginald at the host stand.
What does... do Birdie and Clay have a conversation while they wait for their steaks?
Hey, so, these last couple missions, all the kind of strange hoodoo we've seen.
Hoodoo indeed.
Hoodoo indeed.
And we're not super loud with this.
No. And the place is busy enough that the noise of the establishment is doing a good job of drowning you guys out. You can't whisper, but you're elevating your volume just enough to hear each other, but low enough that others can't hear you.
So, let's see, we got Zorson, we got all the folks at the CPMP. Birdie would 100% remember the commissioner's name.
Alborn.
We got Alborn, right? Kind of seems like the core of the team is working towards the same thing, and Alborn maybe isn't. Then we got those other agents out there running around, and it's got me thinking, man, that note that I received about not trusting folks, and what are they doing with all this info?
I think that's right. I don't trust that bastard Elborn at all.
Mm-hmm.
He might be our commissioner, as Tate finger quotes in the air, but what he does with it is a great question.
And I was thinking, when we get back from all this, time off between missions. But I know you like to keep an eye on folks. I wonder if folks are keeping an eye on us.
I guarantee it. That's why my house was walked into.
Shit, man. I guess I am on, my third or fourth, or...
Yeah, you must have had too many in the training, I told you.
That could be it, man. Shit. So somebody went through your stuff.
Nothing was really touched, but the door was open and unlocked, and there were boot marks.
Huh.
Everything's kosher now, right? Got my place locked up tighter than the Auburn Correctional Facility now.
Huh. All right, well, shit, okay. So someone goes through your place. You think it was random, or you feel it was guided?
Oh, definitely guided.
All right. Yeah, especially if not much was taken.
As you guys are there, the place starts to noticeably fill in more. You hear a piano start playing. You look over in the corner, and there's a fella playing a piano.
Another thing, Birdie. Keep your head on a swivel. That guy that was watching us last time we were here, I walked down after, he was watching us again at the cafe.
Is that so?
After I saw him when I went to talk to Fred. Followed him a little, disappeared again. I didn't want to go too far without you knowing.
Well, we don't know who that is, but we got two major potentials, right? 2 or 3. Either A, with the local gang, what is it, the Wizzies or something like that? Lizzies?
Absolutely be a local gang.
Could be them. Could be deputies.
They didn't look like lawful.
Yeah, but I mean, right now you don't look like law folk.
Yeah, well,
All right, guys. I got one medium rare, one rare, baked potato, and did you need anything for that?
Baked potato?
Yeah, any salt, pepper, any other seasonings?
Butter, salt, and pepper would be fantastic.
All right, got the butter on there. Salt and pepper's right there. And for you?
I think I'm good.
All right, how the drinks doing?
I could use another.
All right, and what was that?
That's a Knob Creek.
Knob Creek.
Tap.
Tap. All right, I'll be right back with those.
All right, thanks.
Man, you really ought to think of getting some bits of bacon on that potato.
You know, damn it, that's not a bad idea, but figure about the time a fella comes back, the potato would be gone anyway. So,
Ain't our first night around.
well, the steak don't look too bad.
How's the steak?
The medium is just a little bit darker than you would have liked. And the medium rare is also just a little bit darker.
Oh, well, shit.
The medium rare looks like a medium.
I should
The medium-
rare.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of the way things go, right? You ask for medium rare, you get medium. Well, you can muscle down a medium. Ask for medium, you get medium well, and now you're chewing on leather.
Tate will pat his belly a little. A little less fatty, never did me wrong.
Yep, it's totally fine. So, the reason I brought up Alborn and the CPMP and all that is, figure when we get back from this one, maybe just maybe we might need to keep an eye on the CPMP itself. Who's coming and going, where they're going. I was also thinking, like, if there's good spots, good advantages to keep an eye on it, well, we might want to find a spot to keep an eye on that spot. You know, take the slow path.
All right, Knob Creek, tap.
Perfect.
Anything else before I...
No, I think we're good.
All right, I'll be back in a few.
Appreciate it.
It's not a bad idea.
Right.
Probably keep an eye on ourselves, too.
Yeah.
Maybe spend a night or two watching my place or yours.
Agreed.
Or we split up and watch them individually. Just see who's poking around. Clearly, right? Let's put a few pieces together real quick, Birdie. You got this man in white
Yep.
who has so far been a part of every job we've done together.
Was he a part of the first one?
He,
Apollo's Cradle?
there was nothing written about him, but I have a feeling he might have been.
Okay, so we don't know that, but you
The
suspect.
next two after, though,
Well,
I'm sensing kind of a pattern. And I'm pretty sure those two we talked to at the commission said something about a man in white giving somebody a guitar.
now I didn't catch that, but that's interesting.
Yeah, when we were talking to, I think, Jebediah and Hawkins.
Yeah, I remember those fellas.
Yeah, they were saying a man in white gave him a guitar, and that Jebediah fella seemed to think it was a great idea just to break shit.
I don't know. I'm not as much a fan of just breaking shit when you could maybe, I don't know, keep it whole and take a look at it a bit more. But yeah, the man in white's definitely something. Yeah, man, we just there's stuff going on. There's more than meets the eye. These ain't just randoms. I feel like they're coordinated almost.
And seeming as many other operatives they had out in the field, and they don't give us no warning or edge up, or, you know, they just, apart from Zorse and Tryon, they just kind of send us into the fire blindfolded.
It does kind of feel like that.
But maybe we keep the blindfolds down a little and not share as much evidence as maybe they're going to take and do Lord knows what with.
Yeah, we'll be a little more selective in what we decide to share.
Remember the Levines, right?
I do remember the Levines.
The greenstone?
Yep.
I say we get it checked out.
All right, any thoughts on how to get it checked out?
Not yet. Maybe appraisal or
All right,
maybe
working
there's a
on it.
pawnbroker in town. I think next time the waiter comes back, I'll ask.
I don't know if the waiter's the greatest source for that or not.
Well, he'll know something about the town, though. He lives here.
That is a good point. So you're looking for jewelry, right?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
I like that.
Yeah, Birdie's gonna finish his steak, eat his tater.
I think a lot of the rest of the conversation is just small talk.
Do you guys want to have any small talk?
No.
Okay. Waiter comes back up. All right, mind if I clear these plates for you?
Please, please.
Yep. And what's the damage here?
That's going to be $1.15 each.
$1.15 each. I'll tell you what, Tate, this one's on me.
I can't complain.
Uh,
Hey, I
Birdie's-
never cut your name, by the way.
Mine? Tom.
Appreciate the service, Tom. Say, you know of any jewelers in town? Reputable, smart?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Mind pointing them out to me?
Yeah, hold on. The guy in charge has to look it up in his notes. Yeah, there's a place just down the street. You go 2 blocks that away, take a left, you'll see it. It's Anderson's Amazements.
You think they're open this time of night, or best wait for tomorrow?
He looks over at a clock on the wall. It's 5:42. This time of day, yeah, you'd be pretty lucky, but he opens pretty early.
I think we'll hit him in the morning. You
All
think
right.
he'd be there around 8:30?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
I picked up a necklace for my lady last year. It's pretty good.
So he's a good man, reputable stuff?
Yeah. I mean, as far as I know, I haven't spent much working, buying from him.
The best you can find around here, though.
Yeah, I think so. Again, I'm not much one for jewelry, so yeah, I'm not the expert here, but
I'm sure you know the town a lot better than me, though, so I appreciate it.
yeah, no problem. Well, all right, I'll go grab that change, and you two have a good night.
No, you keep the change.
Oh, well,
Hey.
thank you.
Tate will tip an extra dime on the table.
Oh, very generous. Thank you.
Fine meal.
Can I have both of you roll a perception check?
24 under. Let's see, perception. Or is that like a spot hidden?
Yeah, probably.
24 under 73. Pass.
63 under 67. I'm getting by the skin of my teeth.
Skin of your teeth. While you are wrapping things up with the waiter, Tom, you notice Reginald is speaking to a man. One of you recognizes him. Birdie. The man that Reginald is speaking to is the same guy from the bar earlier that was smoking a cigarette and watching you, staring at you. You see Reginald walk up to the bar, to Horace. He says something. You see Horace look a little frustrated and move his hands around. But he looks over at the man in black and deflates a little bit. You see him gesture his hands like, all right. Reginald takes his apron off, walks into back, sets it somewhere, walks out the front door with the man. And that's where we'll end our episode.
Bow, bow, bow.
Hello, everybody. It's me, your friend, your pal, your bestie, your comrade, your close proximity workplace associate, and whatever else you want me to be. I will be that for you. And I'm going to cut to the chase on this one. Okay. If you look down below, we got some links. What's in the links? You're asking me. Well, kind, beautiful listener, let me tell you, we have merch. There's a merch store. It's got old Parasol Productions merch. It's got Suffer Not merch. It's got Apollo's Cradle. It's got So Let It Be Written. It's got all that jazz. Stickers, coffee mugs, t-shirts, long sleeves, sweaters. Perfect for this cold, cold winter, at least where I live. It's quite cold and frigid and snowy and inhospitable would be the word I would use. The other thing, Discord. Check out the Discord, okay? Pop in there, chat with us, chat with me, chat with whoever about, like, I don't know, tarot cards. What's your favorite deck? What you rocking? I know I've chatted with at least one person in there about that type of stuff. And you know who you are. I'm sorry for not getting back to you. Or you talk about Star Wars, canon. What is canon? Do we care what's canon? Sometimes, maybe not. I don't know. Video games, other stuff, whatever. I don't know. Talk about whatever the hell you guys want. All right. Within reason. All right. Love one another. That's like, the rule. Either way, good times in the Discord. Check it out. Lastly, third thing, which is going to have a little bonus feature at the end, Patreon. We have a Patreon. There's a couple different tiers for different strokes because some folks like to stroke it a little differently. And so we have a $3, a $5, and a $10 tier right now. $3 tier, hey, we appreciate you, right? And I appreciate you. Thank you. $5 tier, you get access to the Old Parasol Offline show, which is an off-the-cuff kind of, us guys talking about whatever, right? The last one we recorded, which has not been posted yet, we talk about like books that we're reading, Battlestar Galactica, and one of them we chatted about like religion and like war stories from Dubois, spiritualism, I don't know, whatever we're talking about, poetry, for crying out loud, stories and whatnot. And then we also have the behind the scenes content with the lost tapes is what it's called, mistakes made. It's like a bloopers reel, right? All the stuff that gets cut out, it's got to go somewhere because it's good stuff. All right. When you're chopping up your vegetables, sometimes, is it good for the soup to put this in? No, but it's good for something else. And that's what we're doing here. Okay. We take the funnies that maybe don't fit into the scene well, and you pull those out, or the big long tangents that maybe is like an interesting story, right? But does it belong in the middle of a tense horror show? No, it does not. So we take those out and then we give them back to you. All right. What else is there? Oh, this is the little bonus thing. I want to thank from the bottom of my heart, as do Dubois and Sadesky, the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful patrons that we have right now. Let me pull up my list here, my list of people and what shenanigans we get up to. So big thank you to Glans Dilzig, D-Dog, Carter Garcia, Paul Davis, Steak, and Totoro's Bang Bus. Yeah. Oh, something I guess I did forget to mention, but I remembered just now. $10 tier. What do you get in that one? You get all the other stuff as well as a once a month get together in the Discord with myself, Dubois, Sadesky, whoever, can make it. As I mentioned before, Dubois is not, he's not like technologically illiterate, but like Discord is new and foreign to him. So it frightens him a little bit. It's not an Xbox party chat. So it's like, whoa, but he is learning. Okay. Battlefield 6 brought that out of him. He learned how to use Discord so he could play with us because it's cross-platform. Anyway. So yeah, that's another thing. The last hangout that we did, we chatted about all kinds of stuff, books, movies, TV shows, right? Lots of talk about TV shows like Supernatural, or X-Files, or Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I want to watch at some point, and I have it on DVD. What a shocker, DVD. That's also what I'm watching Battlestar Galactica on, is DVD, because physical media is superior. If I could take this show and put it onto cassette tapes or something, holy shit. I mean, I guess I can. I'm talking like I can't, but like, will I do that? Probably not, because that's a lot of time and effort. And I'm sure most of you guys and gals know how much work that would be. And do I have the time? Maybe not really, honestly. I got a pet Chamberlain. I got a steep tea. I have to sit in my leather chair and contemplate. I don't have time. I'm sorry. But I think that's everything I have to say. And now that I have the important stuff out of the way, we can kind of rip roll on the ramble, because I want to talk to you guys about Thanksgiving. For those who are listening from the future, the far-flung future, or the past, who knows? This episode came out right after we took a little Thanksgiving break, and I hope all of you had a beautiful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you're enjoying the snow if you live in a climate that has snow. I find the snow very beautiful until I have to drive in it. But yeah, Thanksgiving. What happened? I had a gnarly Thanksgiving, to be quite frank and honest with you. We have a moderate sized family, is what I would say, and we had some friends of the family come over, and literally one of the friends of the family, is his first time coming over. He started like choking, like right next to me. This guy was sitting right next to me, and I've taken basic life support classes in my life, right? I took a few. I worked at a hospital for a little bit, and you never think that's gonna happen, right? Like when you learn how to do the Heimlich, it's like how many people have like started coughing on something but then they're fine, right? This guy was not fine. He started turning purple, like literally. He got up, and we're like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And he kind of was just like coughing. He gets up and goes into the kitchen. So my stepdad and I both get up, go after him, and we're like, "Dude, are you okay?" And he like shakes his head no, and he's and we're like, "Whoa." So my stepdad gets behind him and starts kind of like squeezing on his stomach, like trying to do what he thinks like a Heimlich looks like. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm doing." So I hop in, and you cup the hand, and you really like, you jam that thing in there. And and then another family member comes out and is like, "Oh, put his arms in the air." Did that. Boom. Man, he had some big meat down his throat. Let me tell you. And whew, it came out of him really fast and hard, right into the sink. All right. And it was a big piece of meat. All right. Now, innuendos aside, it was like the size of, we've all eaten McDonald's chicken nuggets, right? It's like a chicken nugget and a half, right? Of just a solid slab of turkey was in this guy's throat. He was literally fucking like dying right there. It was like, how many people have ever had that happen to them? The guy next to you at Thanksgiving dinner is fucking choking to death on turkey. I couldn't believe it. And I felt bad for him, right? That's obviously super embarrassing. You're at a friend's family's Thanksgiving, and he was a friend of my mom. So yeah, we all were trying to be very graceful and not poke too much fun at him. But what little fun was poked, he took like a champ. And then what else happened? Grandpa started talking about Vietnam, and the kids started talking about Stranger Things, which I watched the first season of and I quite liked. I got really bored and halfway through season 2. Either way, I'm really going off the deep end now. I gotta get going to bed. I got some books to read. I got some tea to drink. I got a leather chair to contemplate in. And Chamberlain says hi. If you don't know, I'm sure I've mentioned this. When I'm editing, about 65% of the time when I'm sitting here at this desk, like moving, things around and doing like cool hacker shit, it's really not that cool, honestly. But he's almost always the majority of the time sitting in my lap, just sitting there sleeping. It's really cute, honestly. And he'll put his paws up on my hands or he'll like literally fall asleep on my arm, which can get inconvenient sometimes, to be entirely honest. But I let him do it because, like, what kind of you think I'm a monster? Like, anyway, I hope all of you have a beautiful, fantastic, amazing morning, or whatever time of day it is. I hope that is beautiful, fantastic, and amazing. I hope you get what you need and also what you want, and not just one or the other. Okay. Because if you only get one or the other, like, one to get one of those is better than the other, but does it always feel good? Does it feel good to get what you need, but not what you want? No. So I hope you get both is what I'm saying. And I hope in this desolate time of winter that, the sun breaks through the clouds a little bit, literally and metaphorically. So have a good day, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.